Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I got another makeup review because I can't stop myself from buying pretty cosmetics that I see online. But in all seriousness, I hope you guys are doing well. I know there's a lot of crazy in the world, so hopefully I can provide you a little bit of an escape. So for today, I'm reviewing some products from Besame Cosmetics. I'll put their logo right here. And they're basically a cosmetics brand that specializes in recreating a lot of vintage makeup that includes lipsticks, mascaras, and eyeshadows based upon, I guess, the 50s, 60s, and 40s and 30s, I want to say. Honestly, I don't know that much about what they do. I just know that they reproduce a lot of like classic vintage colors and a lot of the kind of vintage aesthetic for their makeup overall. So for today, I'm reviewing some products from the I Love Lucy collection that they just recently came out with. Here is one of the products, and as you can see, it's just a nice little red container with the lovely Lucille ball right here on the front. And basically all of the products have the same sort of red packaging with her in gold foil. And here's another product. And also I decided to pick up one of their very famous cake mascaras because I need mascara and I'm tired of always having to throw out a tube of mascara every 3 months, and I heard very good things about this, so I bought this as well. So this basically is going to be the unboxing / first impressions portion of the video. The actual review will be in the second half of the video. There will be timestamps down below if you want to skip around because this might be a little bit long. So let's just get into this. Now, I'm very surprised that actually this arrived a lot faster than anticipated for me, because I literally just ordered them and they're already here. I honestly expected to wait like another week or so for these, so I'm very excited. I actually forgot what I got. I believe this is the compact. So there is a face compact, an eyeshadow palette, lipsticks that I wasn't able to get because they sold out, and a eyeliner, lip liner set sort of thing. So this is the compact. It's a nice little gold compact. It's a powder compact. There you can kind of see possibly the reflection of my camera and also my boyfriend photographer who is waving hello. So it's, oh, I didn't even notice. It has like these little crystals, like her rhinestones, like right where her necklace would be. I don't know if you can see it, but if you can't see it, I'll post a picture right here where you guys can see the nice little details of the little rhinestone gems. But basically It's a plastic compact, and there he is again saying hello. It's a plastic compact. I'm actually kind of disappointed that it's a plastic compact considering the price of this compact. I'll put the price right here in case you want a reference. But it's a plastic compact with a gold covering. On the back it just says Besame Cosmetics, and it's called the Lucy Face Powder and has a shelf life of 12 months, and it is made in the USA and it is distributed by Besame Cosmetics, and it obviously is a collaboration with the I Love Lucy brand, and there's the very iconic Lucy heart right there. So this is a translucent powder, and it has a mirror. You can probably see the mirror, and there's videographer boyfriend away saying hello. So I'm just gonna block it with the powder puff, and it comes with a little sleeve that holds the powder together. And then here is the translucent powder. Now, I don't know how powdery this is gonna look on my face, but we shall see. Hopefully it doesn't look stupid. If not, I'll just probably gift it to my friends, and hopefully I won't have to do that. But let's just see. It's just a translucent powder. There you go. Nice kind of, I guess, white powder. And I'm just gonna kind of dust it on my very dry hands. Ah, it actually is translucent. Lo and behold, I get to keep my powder. So it's a translucent powder. I've never used any Besame powders before, so I don't know how it's going to react. I'm currently using up a powder right now and I wanted to get a new one, so let's see how their formula is. So that's just the general thoughts of the compact. I do wish it was a metal compact though, because the price point was pretty high up there. So there's that. All right, next product. I believe these are the pencil set. It has the lip liner, the eyeliner, and a sharpener, I think. So those are two. Oh, there's something else in here. Oh yeah, it's the sharpener. Duh. Oh, it's a little Lucy heart. Oh, look at that, guys. If you've ever seen the show I Love Lucy, this little heart always is in the beginning of the show, and it just says I love Lucy. It's also a plastic sharpener, and just like a regular paint pencil sharpener would be, you can just sharpen your pencils and then it'll just pop open and hold the, I guess you could say, the little scraps of pencil. It's all plastic. I wish that the inside sharpener was a kind of metal. I think that would be nicer. It actually would be cool if this whole thing was metal, but I guess it would be too expensive to actually get a metal little sharpener thing, but I don't know, I guess. But it's really cute. Has like a little thing so you can actually carry it around on your keys, I'm guessing. Actually, this is really, really cute. I like this. I really like this. This is really cute. All right, and then there's the pencils. These are just all the pencils. They all look like they're the same, but they're not. So this is the Precision Lip Liner Pencil. Okay, so I'm just gonna swatch them on my hand so you guys can see. Just like a nice little burgundy lip liner. I'm guessing it's meant to be worn with the lipstick that I couldn't get because it's sold out. This is the Soft Eyeliner Pencil. And this looks to be like a chocolatey brown. I don't really wear brown, but it was like a nice chocolatey brown eyeliner. And then there is the another soft eyeliner pencil. Oh, it's a white. Oh yeah, that's why I got this, I forgot. So it's a white eyeliner, so you can do like the waterline of your eye. I wanted a white liner, so I figured best time to try it out. So there's the colors. Pretty simple colors, I would say. And now the piece of resistance, the eyeshadow palette. Now, honestly, guys, I probably bought this because it was Lucy related, and I have a love for Lucille Ball in general. My fondest memories as a child is watching her sitcom with my parents on a Sunday. Like, those are my fondest memories. So I have a lot of love for Lucille Ball. So I think that's kind of the reason why I bought these things. You know, it's probably the reason. But this is the eyeshadow palette. It's called the Ricky Ricardo's Club Babaloo, I think, palette. So basically we got Desi Arnaz, I'm assuming, right here playing the bongos, and then we got this little couple here, which I think is supposed to be Desi and Lucy. I remember a particular episode of I Love Lucy where she wears like this kind of really fluffy dress, so I think that's what it's supposed to be representing. Looks really cool, looks really vintage. And on the back it just says the I Love Lucy brand, and it says manufactured and distributed in the USA by Besame Cosmetics in Burbank, and it's called Makeup with a History. So there it is. So it comes with a nice mirror. We're not gonna blind you guys because I like you guys. Comes with the plastic sleeve. Oh, and it comes with a brush. Comes with a little tiny PB looking brush. Brushes that usually come with palettes are never the best, but I don't even know why they include them. But it has a little ribbon to pull out the actual brush. And then here are the colors. You get 8 colors with a nice combination of neutrals with a little bits of pops of color. So we have a top, kind of taupey brown, a brown, a kind of dark purple, a cream color for a base, I'm guessing, a lilac color, a peachy color, a very bright kind of blue, shimmer blue, and then a dark navy blue. From what I can say about the palette feels weighty. There's a weight to the palette. It has a magnetic closure, has the mirror. And now let's see the eyeshadows. I'm just gonna do some quick swatches on my fingers and on my hand, or I should say the palm of my hand. So it's not gonna look super pretty, but the back of my hand is super dry and flaky, so you guys don't need to see that. So this is the taupe color. I'm gonna just put it right here. Very difficult to see. But like I always say, if you're new to my reviews, I never base how a product performs based on how it swatches, because it could perform completely different on the eyes. So far, they are not swatching very well. And it could just be the palm of my hand. They're kind of faint overall. Let me try the back of my hand, even though I look very lizard skinny right now, but it might be better. That's a little bit better. You can kind of see the colors. Let's see this blue. That didn't swatch too bad. They're a little powdery, I will say that. So let's see the light blue. Oh, that's like a nice little kind of periwinkle blue. I don't think I have anything like that already. And then a nice little peach. Well, that peach did well. And then the lilac color. That's not a bad lilac. So what I've learned right now is they do not swatch very well, but we'll see in the review portion how they actually perform with a brush. But overall, let's get into some possible makeup predictions here. So I feel like the lighter colors are gonna look kind of ashy on my skin. That's just my theory. I don't know if that'll actually be true. So I feel like the kind of creamy color might look a little patchy on my skin and kind of like ashy. And I have a weird feeling that maybe the lilac might look a little ashy on my skin. But again, we'll find out in the review portion. Overall though, I like the packaging. I like the fact that it has a mirror. I will put the price point right here for the eyeshadow palette in case you're curious. And then I will also put the price point for the, I guess, pencil set right here. Overall though, I'm kind of disappointed that the lip liners didn't have any kind of really strong customization. All they really have is a little I Love Lucy heart right here, and that's about it. The caps don't look really interesting. They're just regular pencil liners and nothing that really makes them super, super interesting. I would have liked a little bit more customization, but I understand it's supposed to replicate like a vintage brand, so that's probably why they kind of stayed with that color scheme. The little brush that came with the eyeshadow palette, it feels fine, but it feels very, very cheap. There's like no weight to this eyeshadow brush at all. Like with the thing doesn't weigh anything. It doesn't feel like super soft, but it doesn't feel like straggly either. Honestly, I think a brush set would have gone better with this collection than just this weird little brush here. I don't know, I just don't really like the brushes they include with eyeshadows at all. And then lastly, the little compact, as I said earlier, I wish it was a metal compact. We'll see how the actual powder performs. As for the packaging itself, I think the packaging looks really nice. Has the lovely red with Lucille Ball and the gold foil. I like the fact that the compact had a little I Love Lucy kind of red foil on the back of the carton, even though nobody would really see that. I think that was a really nice touch. As for the other ones, the packaging is pretty much the same. There's nothing extra to it, but it is pretty to look at. It kind of reminds me of Christmas colors, pretty much, with the kind of foil detailing they have on all of these products. But that's just it for the first impressions. The next half is going to be the review portion, where I'll be telling you how I feel about all of these products, including the little mascara thing that I bought. So stay tuned. Hey, what's up you guys? It's been, I want to say about a week, maybe less time. Honestly, my days are kind of meshing together. The point is, I tested out the products I mentioned in the early half of the video. So let's just get into the actual review portion. So let's start with the actual makeup palette or the eyeshadow palette. So just in case I didn't say this before, this palette retails for $35 and you get a total of 8 shades and a little cheapy little makeup brush. You get 8 shades. And you're paying roughly like around $4-ish plus some change for each individual shade. You do get a mirror, which I am blocking because I do not wish to blind you. Now, my general thoughts on how these eyeshadows perform. On my eyes right now, I am wearing these 3 shades right here. The little peach one, the kind of plummy one, and the, I guess you could say, cream crease color or whatever. My general thoughts on these are that they perform rather well. They blend really nicely, but I will say that you kind of have to build them up because they're kind of like light washes of color. So think Korean makeup or Japanese makeup, kind of in that style where it's like very light washes of color. So if you're a person that really likes your colors to pop, this isn't the right palette for you because you do kind of have to blend the colors up, or should I say, you have to build the colors up and you have to spend quite a bit of time building it up. Now, personally, that doesn't really bother me, especially if I have to do looks for interviews or anything of that nature. This kind of palette would be very beneficial for that because, you know, interviews, they like a certain type of makeup aesthetic. So I feel like this would work really well for those types of situations. But you do get very vintage colors, like this little pinky peach is a very vintagey color, along with the blue and the plum colors. The rest of the colors I feel like are very easily dupable. I mean, you can find a medium brown shade in most palettes. You can find a taupe color in most palettes. Same with a blue and a cream color. Literally almost every single palette that I own has some version of this cream color. And also this cream color isn't very unique, at least in application. When I apply this on my lids, it literally kind of erases or evaporates, so to speak. It doesn't really hold any color, at least on my eyes. Even when I try to build it up, it still kind of acts like a translucent powder. So take that as you will. The only eyeshadow that I had any trouble with was the little blue shimmer shade. I found it to be kind of difficult to work with. You have to build it up if you want any kind of blue shimmer to your eyes. If you do wet your brush, you have to be careful when you're layering each bit of shadow onto your eye, because if your eyes are too wet from your brush, it will actually crease the product. So I feel like this is meant to be like a light wash of blue. Like if you just want like a light wash of blue, I think that's what it's meant to be. But it wasn't my favorite in the entire palette. As for which ones were my favorites, I really enjoyed this little peach as a blush. I actually kind of decided to wear it as a blush today. It actually works quite well as a blush on my cheeks. I also really enjoyed this like navy blue. I find the navy blues are kind of hard to make. Blues in general are hard to make, so I found this to be a very nice blue. You do have to build it up, but if you're very new to color, I feel like it would be very helpful for you just to build the colors up slowly. And for the last favorite that I enjoyed was this kind of taupe color. I know I just said that you can find a taupe in many different eyeshadow palettes, but I greatly enjoyed it for contouring purposes because it's so light and you can build it up softly. You don't accidentally get like a giant streak of color on your cheek. So you can lightly build up your contour as you wish. So I actually found this palette to be useful for other parts of your face as well. But do you need this palette in your collection? Absolutely not. Like, you don't need this palette. You can get a lot of the same results using a Morphe palette or using a Wet n Wild palette or using even a ColourPop palette. These are not very unique colors, but if you are a collector and you really like Lucille Ball as a whole and you like what she's done and you like the collection, I would say go for it if you have the money. I will say that $35 for these 8 shadows are a little bit on the steep side, mainly because, for me at least, I have a lot of these colors as repeats. So as a total score, I'll give it a nice 4 out of 5 bats. The formula is really good. I wouldn't give up on it just because it's a little bit sheer. I love the packaging. I like that it comes with a mirror. And also the graphic design on the palette itself is really pretty. And because I guess I'm kind of like an aficionado for Miss Lucille Ball, I greatly enjoyed how this performed. But do you need it in your collection? If you are already a seasoned makeup enthusiast, most likely not. But if you're just dipping your toes in makeup and you kind of want a more light, vintagey look to your makeup, I would recommend it. So there's that. All right, next product would be the Lucy Compact Powder. You can see it's like a light little reflection. You can see my lovely camera assistant right there in the background. So this product I had like a love-hate relationship with, and let me explain why. So this product also costs $35, so that's a lot for a face powder. It is a plastic compact. However, when I went to go check the website listing on Besame Cosmetics website, they do say that it is a plastic compact, so they didn't deceive or anything. I just wasn't paying attention. So it's a plastic compact. It does have an interesting little feature though. At the beginning, or should I say, where you open the actual clamshell, there's a bit of a magnetic like closure here. So that actually made me a little bit more pleased with the product because, as you know, plastic compacts can like break, or the little thing that holds them together can snap off and then you can't close your compact. But the fact that this is like a nice little magnetic closure, it definitely kind of soothed my concerns of my powder just popping open in my bag and let's say my compact powder breaking. So in case we want to know a little details on how this powder performs. It's okay. Like literally it's just an okay powder. It does what it's supposed to, or what it advertises. It is mattifying. I do not like the powder puff that came with it, but generally that's just me. I don't like powder puffs. This is the little powder puff that it came with. As you can see, it's kind of thin. When it comes to powder puffs, I like a nice thick powder puff, and as you can see, some of like the powder kind of flaking off. I like a thicker powder puff, but I don't think that's a big deal. I can probably buy my own floofier powder puff that can maybe fit in this compact. But this is what the powder looks like after being used a couple times. I found the best application to be with a brush though, because when I apply it with the little powder puff, on my skin, you just see like I just put like a bunch of talcum powder on my face. It just looks like I just did that. But after you kind of sweep it across your face, it does go translucent, but the skin kind of ends up having like a brightening effect, so your skin looks a little bit more brighter. I'm not sure if I like that too much, but I also, lately I haven't been wearing a lot of full-on powder on my face. Lately I've just been mattifying like my T-zone, a little bit around the nose, and a little bit around the chin, because those tend to be my shiniest areas. If you apply it onto the entirety of the face, you'll get that same brightening effect all across the face. So it just depends how you like to wear your powder. What I did find is that if you like to go makeup-less, or you don't like to wear foundation, and you just like a little bit of concealer, I find that this powder, because it has a nice brightening effect, if your skin is in good condition and you don't have any acne and you feel pretty confident in your skin, it does give your face like a nice soft appearance. So is it a good powder? Yes. Do I think you need to pay $35 for this? Absolutely not. The thing about this particular collection is that it's a collector's type of thing. Again, if you like Miss Lucille Ball, if you kind of like that kind of vintagey glam aesthetic, you might enjoy these products, but you absolutely do not need to spend $35 on a powder. Just to give you guys some similar options that kind of give a similar effect, I have my Wet n Wild mattifying powder. I believe you can still get this if they haven't discontinued it, but this retails for about $5-ish, and it contains around 0.21 ounces and 6.0 grams. And just to compare with this particular compact, you get 10 grams or 0.35 ounces for this particular product. So you get a little bit less product, but you're also spending significantly a lot less. Another product, if you're into vintage makeup and kind of what the old glam Hollywood icons of the 50s and 60s used, is I would recommend a Max Factor Cream Puff. This is a brand that's been around since the 60s. Lucille Ball herself used this brand and this particular type of powder. This retails for around $10 and you can purchase it on Amazon. I'll actually try to put the link down below if it's still available. You get so much product for this particular powder. I got mine in the color translucent, and you get 0.74 ounces of product. It's a lot of product in comparison with this, and it works just as well, I would say. They do offer this powder in a lot of different shades as well if you prefer a color setting powder or whatever. So just a couple little options for you, because I do understand that this is a lot of money. It's a lot of money for not a lot of product. So overall, I would give this powder a nice 4 out of 5 stars. The powder works, the packaging is beautiful. I love the little gem details. I love the graphic design of it. I like the fact that it has a magnetic closure, but do you need to pay $35 for this? Absolutely not. So there are my thoughts on the compact. Now, the last item that I purchased from the Lucy collection includes a little heart-shaped pencil sharpener and the 3 pencils that come in a set. Now, I think this is out of stock right now, but if I can find the link, I'll put it down below. My general thoughts on these is they're decent lip pencils. I did the math, and for all of these, you pay around $28. Around $28. So you're paying around $7 for each of these 4 items. In the case of the white liner works really great. It's a nice soft white liner. I'm actually wearing it on my waterline right now. I have no issue putting it on. It's not dry. It glides on with ease. It's actually quite a nice white liner. I haven't tried many white liners, so I could be biased, but it works pretty well for what it is, and you do get quite a bit of product, I would say. You get quite a bit of product. As for the, I guess you could say the brown pencil, I didn't like this brown pencil. This is meant to be like an eyeliner pencil, but I probably wouldn't use it in the way that I saw it in a lot of their advertisements. They use this as like a top liner. I wouldn't use it as a top liner. I tried it as a top liner and it transfers very, very badly because of how creamy it is. So when I apply it to make like a little wing, my wing will transfer onto the top part of my eyes. So I personally don't like it as a eyeliner. If you want to use it on your waterline, that's perfectly fine. You can even use it on your eyebrows if your eyebrows are this particular color. So I'm just gonna do a little quick swatch right here so you guys can see the color. Now this is a little too light for my own eyebrows. My eyebrows lean more black or more dark brown than this. So on my eyebrows, it looks kind of weird. But overall, is it a bad pencil? No, it's a pretty nice pencil. Now the last pencil is the lip liner pencil. Let me just swatch this right here so you guys can see. It's like a really nice deep red. I'm actually wearing it right now along with a frosted lipstick right on top. It's a nice lip liner. It's a little too creamy for my liking. I like my lip pencils to be a little bit more stiff so I can have more precision. But you can actually wear this pencil on its own with a lip gloss or just by itself. So it's overall a nice pencil. But would I repurchase this pencil if they sold it on their own? Most likely not. Same with the brown. If they sold this brown on its own, I wouldn't really repurchase it. The only one that I would consider repurchasing out of everything in this collection would be the white liner if they sold it on its own. But because this collection is limited edition, that might not happen. But hey, if Besame is watching this video for whatever reason, maybe consider keeping this as a permanent item. Now for the little pencil sharpener thing, it's cute. I mean, it's really cute. I kind of wish they actually sold these little sharpeners on their own, because that's kind of the reason why I bought all of this together, is because I wanted this little kind of cutesy looking sharpener. Does it sharpen? Yeah, it sharpens. It's not just a gimmick. There's some shading right there. It does sharpen things, but it doesn't sharpen everything to like a super sharp point. The pencils here are very soft, so the tips kind of break off a little bit. So not the best thing for like soft pencils, but that's kind of a no-brainer. But for regular pencils that are a little bit stiff, it's no problem. It does what it's supposed to. It's a sharpener. This is just me being really, really nitpicky though. I would have preferred this whole inside piece to be metal, because then I could change out the blades at any given time. They do sell metal pencil sharpeners. I would know. I use a lot of them in my drawing and my art. I'll actually post a picture of what it looks like right here. But yeah, it's just something I would have preferred. But I understand that they need to cut costs anywhere they can, so I completely understand that from a business perspective. As for this entire set, I would give this around 3.5 bats out of 5, mainly because the pencils are not that unique to me. I'm pretty sure I could find any of these from any cosmetic brand in the drugstore. Maybe I could find a similar white to this. I know for sure I could find a brown eyeliner pencil, and I know definitely I could find a red lip liner without any problem. So do you need these pencils? Absolutely not. You can buy a much cheaper version and save yourself $28. The only thing I don't regret getting is this little cute sharpener, because I actually like the fact that I can keep my shavings inside, and then once they're filled, I can just throw them away instead of having shavings everywhere from my eyeliner pencil. So there is my general thoughts on that. Now, as for the cake mascara, I'm gonna make a completely separate video because otherwise this video would be too long. And once that video is up, I'll actually put the link down in the description for you. But overall, guys, that is the end of the video. Hope you guys found some very interesting information about the products, and hopefully it's gonna help you decide whether or not you want to get these products or not. I'll link everything that I can down below if I can find them, if they're still available. But like always, guys, take care of yourselves. Wash your hands, wear a mask, be nice to each other, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.